Good morning, everyone. I am Chloe Gail Hester Herrera, and today I will be reporting about marketing research. The field of marketing research as a statistical science was pioneered by Arthur Nielsen with the founding of the AC Nielsen Company in 1923. So once the need for marketing research has been established, broadly it involves the steps as depicted in the figure below. Define the research problem, determine research design, identify data type and sources, design data collection forms, determine sampling design and size, collect data, analyze and interpret the data, and prepare the research report. The first step in marketing research is to define the research problem. The decision problem faced by the organization must be translated into a market research problem in the form of questions. These questions must define the information and is required to make the decision and how this information can be obtained. This way, the decision problem gets translated into a research problem. Next is determine research design. The research design specifies the method and procedure for conducting a particular study. Research designs can be classified into one of three categories: exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. Exploratory research can be performed using a literature search, surveying certain people about their experiences, focus groups, and case studies. A descriptive study is undertaken when the researcher wants to know the characteristics of certain groups such as age, sex, educational level, income, occupation, and etc. Descriptive research is more rigid than exploratory research and seeks to describe users of a product, determine the proportion of the population that uses a product, or predict future demand for a product. Causal research seeks to find cause and effect relationships between variables. It accomplishes this goal through laboratory and field experiments. Identify data types and sources. The next step is to determine the sources of data to be used. The researcher has to decide whether to go for primary data or secondary data. Sometimes a combination of both is used. Before going through the time and expense of collecting primary data, one should check for secondary data that previously may have been collected for other purposes but that can be used in the immediate study. Secondary data may be internal to the firm, such as sales, invoices, and warranty cards, or may be external to the firm, such as published data or commercially available data. The government census is a valuable source of secondary data. Many times, the secondary data might have to be supplemented by primary data originated specifically for the study at hand. Design data collection forms. Once it has been decided to obtain primary data, the mode of collection needs to be decided. Two methods are available for data collection. First is observational methods, and second is survey methods. Determine sampling design and size. A sampling plan is a very important part of the research process. The marketing researcher has to decide whether it will be a sample survey or a census. Definitely, a sample survey has its distinct merits. The population from which the sample has to be drawn has to be well defined. A broad choice is to be made between probability sampling and non-probability sampling. The next step is to collect the data for which the research process has been spelled out. The interviewing and the supervision of field work should be looked into. One of the most difficult tasks is interviewing for marketing research. Many a time, the respondents may not part with crucial information unless approached with tact and intelligence. Supervision of field work is important to ensure timely and proper completion of the field survey. Analyze and interpret the data. The next step is to analyze the data that has been collected from the field survey. In this stage, the researcher analyzes and interprets the data. That is, he studies the data very careful and draws conclusion from it. These conclusions are then used to solve the marketing problem. Lastly, prepare the research report. All the research findings have to be compiled in a report to be then presented to the organization. The format of the marketing research report varies with the needs of the organization. So that's it, guys. Thank you for listening to my report, and I hope that you learned something from it. Again, this is Chloe Gilhas reporting about marketing research.